Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be making a delicious strawberry shortcake. So first I started off by baking 3 8-inch vanilla cake layers, and I leveled them off with my cake leveler. Then you just always want to add your simple syrup. Again, that's 1:1, a cup sugar boiled in a cup of water, or 2 cups to 2 cups, doesn't matter. However much you need, and you let that cool. Here I am just spreading my whipped cream frosting I made. This is the first time I made this, and oh my goodness, was it ever delicious. It wasn't too sweet. It literally tasted perfect with this for this cake. So what I'm doing here is I just want to pipe a border around the edge of my cake, because in a minute we will be adding custard in the middle, or any type of filling you have, and this just kind of keeps it trapped in from coming out the sides of the cake. So this is the vanilla custard I was talking about, and oh my gosh, it just was delicious. I had an extra cake layer left over that I made small mini cakes with. That's how I know how good it was, because I used the rest of my ingredients to make mini cakes that I will upload a video soon. Here I'm adding just some sliced strawberries on top of that custard, and I think the thin sliced strawberries really made this cake. Just added that little bit extra freshness to the center. So once you finish that, add on that second cake layer, and I always like to just go around and make sure it's even and straight before I move on. I was happy with that. So here I'm adding the top layer upside down. If you haven't watched my previous videos, I just think it makes it look a lot neater because those edges are so crisp. It really gives your cake a nice look. So add that crumb coat of frosting around the edge. And originally I wanted this cake to look like a naked cake, which kind of is what this looks like right here. But I was giving this to a friend, and I wasn't sure if they would quite understand the concept of a naked cake, so I was like, I better cover this with as much frosting as possible. But I was kind of pressed for time, so I wasn't able to let my crumb coat set up in the fridge to get as firm as I would have liked. So I kind of just had to work with it. So when I did put on my final coat of frosting, you could still see some of those cake layers through it, but it still turned out beautiful. You can see how soft it is when I'm trying to spread it. Some people like to use their offset spatula to smooth the sides. I personally like to take my bench scraper and get one full pass around my cake without letting up, to try and get those sides as straight as possible, and then just pull in your top edge until you're happy with the way it looks. And I actually put this in the freezer hoping that it would set up quicker and more firm for me, but I didn't have enough time to let it set. So here I'm making a banner out of fondant, and a really great trick is if you are rushing or you need your fondant to get hard in a short period of time, what you can do is set your oven to the lowest temperature possible, and for me that was 170 degrees Fahrenheit. And what you can do is put that fondant in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes, and when it cools, it actually gets super hard. So this was perfect for me because I wanted it to stand up on top of the cake, and I wrote on it in the end, congratulations. So it worked out perfectly. And actually, when I took that banner out of the oven, I was able to stick 2 toothpicks in the bottom of it before it got hard, and it looks beautiful in the end, so I was really happy with that. So once your cake has chilled, I am adding some swirls to the top. And then I decided to add some strawberries on top of those swirls. So you know it's definitely a strawberry shortcake. Pop that banner in the top of the cake and you are finished. I hope you guys love this tutorial. If so, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.